Okay, it's on. So Harrison, if you could say one thing to the Christian students at UVic, what would it be?
The biggest thing for me, and what I would suggest to anyone who's walking with Christ, is to get plugged into the community and just to gather together and break bread together and fellowship and share with one another and just carry one another's burdens. I think that's the best thing for anyone's faith. If anyone's struggling in sin or needs encouragement, your brothers and sisters can do that. Victoria was an incredible place for community for me. Incredible, young, inspiring men and women. I'm thinking Addison and good brother James Hooks and everybody there was so encouraging and was so in love with Christ, and you can see it. And I would encourage anybody to just get plugged in and just pray for community and just talk to Addison or anyone in Sunago. They will help you out because there's nothing more they'd love to do than to get you guys connected and to know the love of the Savior in community. And to just be like those people in Acts where they got together and they had everything in common and they went into that room and no one knows what happened in that room. But when they came out, they would go share the gospel, and day by day the Lord was adding to their numbers. That's happening in Victoria, that's happening here in Whitehorse, and workers need to encourage one another, and that happens in the community. So please go out and find a friend and an accountability partner.
Cool. How did community play a part in your life?
Community part,
In UVic.
I loved the accountability, the rebuke. Though I scorned in my heart, I knew it was just good for my walk and it was just refining for me, and it drew me closer to God. And I just know that's God's design for that. And I just know that encouragement or correction is not out of spite or deceit, but it's just out of genuine love. And I just love hanging out with whoever, and I just knew we would just talk about the deep things of God and His love for us. And I just grew. I just couldn't help but grow in such a loving and encouraging community.
Did you want to mention about how you first got involved with community with Christians and stuff?
My first connection with Christians, I was an atheist at the time, and I was going to Sunago. I was going to the Alpha course. I was going to ACF as an atheist, wanting to convert the Christians back to the truth. I remember my first day in Sunago, though. I went in there and I met Gareth Berry and his friend at the time, current wife. But they had something that I wanted, and it was a love, it was a contentment and a peace that was just indescribable. And I didn't want to attribute it to God or their faith, but it really was, and this community was so welcoming, and I hadn't experienced anything like it. And all these people that I didn't know, complete strangers, would just love me and talk to me and answer my ridiculous questions, even though I was so rude and contentious. And through that, this community sharing the gospel with me and just loving me and keeping in contact with me, they just accepted me into their family, and through that, Christ showed His love for me, and I was a changed person. I was a new creation. I stayed with that community. I continued going to Sunago, the Alpha course, and ACF for the true and right reasons as a Christian seeking to know more of Christ. And that community never stopped growing, and that love for God never stopped. And Victoria, if it wasn't for the people in Victoria and the community I had there, I don't know where I'd be. I'd probably be just depressed or dead. So I thank God for Victoria and the people that are there still.
Thanks very much, man.
You're welcome, Maddie.
See.